Heartbreak.
Now that you have rejected me, I want all the things I have bought for you here and now.
Come up. It can cut short your dream and vision. You can get pregnant. There are so many things you can get affected. And even sex is a bad thing. It's not something that you do in a relationship. You cook food, you eat, and the next thing now, everybody, take a shiba in. First of all, you should examine yourself to understand what love is all about.
I want to marry you now. Is it possible for people to be in a relationship without having sex? Hi everyone, how you doing? How's it going with you? How's your week been? Welcome to another episode of Gist with Dara, and you know how it goes here. We have interesting conversations and we get many different perspectives to actually talk about stuff that has to do with us. Today is no difference from what we do. And today we are going to be having a very interesting conversation. I have with me here one of the big guys in the campus. And the thing here is that he's very, very interested in some of the conversations that we students, as much as we don't really want to talk about it, but it's really, really affecting us. He's very big on that type of conversation, and that's why I thought to like get in here and actually talk about those things. Anyways, welcome my boss. How you doing?
I'm okay. Bro.
Can you
Thank
please introduce yourself to our audience? Tell them who you are, tell them what you do.
Hello guys. My name is Ezema Yusu. I'm a final year student of English Literary Studies in the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. Yeah, I'm a fashion designer, copywriter. I'm also interested in relationship and family life. So thank you.
And so you read the last part in relationship and family life. That's what we're talking about today. So just get your popcorn ready and the chopper. Get your popcorn and listen to him. He's going to he have a lot to tell you. Anyways, before we get into the conversation, please just subscribe, like, share, and get comments ready. Like I said, any question you have about relationship, I will tag his page on the comment section and you can just check it out and see what he does. Before we start, I have this video I watched. So I want to like play it and you guys will see the video and tell me what you think. And my boss says give me his thoughts on the video.
If you reject me, you have to reject everything about me. You cannot say you don't like dog meat and you're using your teeth to divide it for children.
I don't understand you.
What don't you understand? You don't understand that if you reject somebody, you have to reject everything about the person. This cloth was made by me. Is it a lie? So start removing them. Or you want me to help you remove them?
Tazi,
Olubu, look, don't make me angry.
even if you want to collect all your things from me, is it here? Is it now?
Why would you be here and now? When you rejected me, did you choose any point? You rejected me in its entirety. Now that you have rejected me, I want all the things I have bought for you here and now, including the clothes you are wearing because I bought it with my money.
So the video that we watched now, I don't know. I don't want to say anything. Let's just ask him. What do you think?
Well, it's really an unfortunate one anyway. But the truth is that most times, before you go into a relationship, you have to set standards. You have to set down principles of what you want and what you want in the relationship and what exactly you want that relationship to become of. So the issue here is the guy was busy doing everything for the girl, but at the end of the day, the girl said she's no longer interested. So he wants to get everything back. If you look down into this whole thing, you discover that if the guy has actually like done his own part very well, he'll be able to understand that this girl might not actually mean well for him from the onset. If he has actually set down his principles very well, he'll be able to know if this girl is here for his money or is here for the real deal. So, and I don't think if he wants to take it up on a more legal ground that he'll be able to win the case. I don't think so. Because okay, he wants to pull out the clothes on the public, which is another issue. So it doesn't make any meaning. So the best thing is he ought to have done his work very well before even starting up the relationship. So, but the challenge is that most times people enter relationship with selfish interests. Some people enter there because of what they want to get. They are not actually entering that relationship because of they want to like maybe get meaning or get the real deal out of the relationship. So they just go there for their own interest. So in this case, I think he has lost in this case. So he should just move on with his life.
Okay, so as much as I don't want to share any view on this video, Sha, but I'm just going to say this. We are talking about relationship, not marriage. And if we are being sincere here, we're going to be using logic and not legal means now. We have to be logical about this. The guy actually has points. Also, I get points. He said, when I was giving you the gifts,
Mm.
I gave you some of the road. I gave you, he gave he gave
Yes,
my
yes,
point.
yes, yes.
So I don't know, but see, I'm just going to leave it open for everybody to like actually tell me what they think. Is it right for a guy to collect back everything he did for the girl when they're in a relationship? Or vice versa? Because at the end of the day, ladies still do stuff for guys.
Mm.
Yes. So is he okay? Is he right for someone to do that? And another point I want to like emphasize here is that some people actually have master degree with pretending.
Okay.
You meet people that way. You will sit with them and talk with them, like even stay years with them without knowing stuff about them. You only know what they want you to know. So there is that too. But I get that point of if you are doing your work, set your standards and get rules are followed for such as
Yeah.
anyways. This for my audience. I will get you. Just tell me what you think. Let's dive deep into the conversation today. It's going to be a very, very interesting one. Okay, so the first question I want to ask today is this idea of relationship is good. What do you think about this? What's your view on it? What's your take?
Okay. One thing about the relationship that people have in school is that most times, when people finish some, they just finish up from secondary school, they enter the university, and all of a sudden they go into a relationship. You see that in a scale of 1 to 10, six, like in a scale of 1 to 10, 6 students most times are not actually that well mature enough. In terms of maturity, I'm not just talking about the age now. I'm talking about the knowledge that they need to get in order to run a relationship in school. So what most of them do is the guy meets you as a girl, you guys go into relationship, and at the end of the day, there's no there is no foundation, there is no plan. Relationship is not running on anything. So what they just do is they just like play around the whole thing, and one day just little misunderstanding and everybody goes their way, which is not supposed to be like that. So most times relationship in school, you have to understand that your school is your priority. Then when you understand the fact that your school is your priority, then you'll be able to set up a standard where if you're going into a relationship with anyone, you know that that school comes first. So that relationship should be able to promote you, be able to help you achieve your goal. Relationship are meant to help you achieve your goal, push you to where you are going, not necessarily dragging you back. That's why most times you see people when they go into relationship in school, their GP start going down, they go frustrated, like a whole lot of things happen, and it makes it look bad. But the truth is that in school, people still get it right. Like people still get it right. You can be a student, of course. There are students that are married.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are students that are married. So
I
you
know
can,
someone who said this.
yeah, so it's just you understanding that okay, my school comes first, and any relationship you are going into, just know that just check within yourself that okay, you are mature enough to handle it, and by the time you consider some of these things, your relationship should be able to propel you to achieve what you want to achieve. So not necessarily pulling you down. So if you know what you're doing, you set up your standard. It's not about going into a relationship as a student.
Okay, see, when we are talking about relationship, in this contest now, he has actually clarified it. Too. It's proper relationship. It's not that one that you guys just be in relationship, just be putting yourself in here. That's what we're talking about. So that's a topic for another day. You know what I'm saying? But on the basis of proper relationship that you want to actually go with somebody, you want to like make how do I say it now? Because you see this thing I used to say in Bible that one chase 1,000,
Mm.
two chase 10,000.
Yeah.
So if you want to chase 10,000, actually, uh, it's a good thing if you can do it. Personally, if you can do it, because at the end of the day, there are many clauses to this. People are different in many ways. So I don't know. What am I? Relationship advice. I have to tell you what I want to tell you. What's so there's this questions question statement narrative in the streets everywhere school like almost every student are very familiar with this
Yeah.
this stuff about I cannot date my classmate. Yeah, you get that point. Some even went as far as like I cannot date my department, like someone in my department, even faculty self at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Be like I just want to like explore people like others that are outside my horizon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So me, I want to like understand what's the problem? What do you know of any reason that makes people like make that decision? I'd love to like if you have any let me take it this way. Do you know of anybody that is dating their classmates?
Currently, I don't know for now, but I know of people who did it,
Okay,
and at the end of the day, they got married. Like
they got
my
married.
lecturer, yes.
So okay, that means it's not even bad as we think.
No, 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 no. It's not bad.
So what do you think about this, Chima?
Okay. The thing is, most times when when people say, "I don't want to date my classmate," I don't want to date someone in the same department. Some of their reason is coming from the angle of, if you are dating your classmate or you date someone within your department or faculty, and at the long run, it happens that you guys break up. It's not everybody that will be able to manage that rumor of seeing that person every day. I don't know if you get seeing that person every day, and you won't be able to concentrate and be, especially if the breakup was very very bad.
Okay, when they now break up,
When they break up, you
okay.
get when they break up, you see that because on a normal, when you break up, you would like to take a break, like you would like to remove everything that's to do with personality to cool off your head and all that. So imagine like you break up with someone, and surprisingly said you guys might be added in a particular group or asked to perform a particular thing. You can imagine the pain and everything, especially for
Missing the
someone
person.
especially for someone who has not even mastered how to like control their emotions and all that. So
Yeah.
it's quite difficult. But on the other hand, it still has its own advantages because whenever you're talking about relationship and marriage, you have to open your mind. You have to open your mind because most times you can't actually predict. Okay, this is the place I will get my right partner. Most
Yeah.
times it doesn't work that way because you see people say, "I don't want to marry from my church. I don't want to marry somebody from the particular area. I don't want to marry from particular." In as much as it's their choice, but in most cases you are shortchanging yourself, if I'm to use that word. Like you are give like you are
You're limiting
yeah, you are
yourself.
limiting yourself. Exactly, you are limiting yourself. You get, because okay, now I have a friend. She told me that the way she got connected with her husband was that she went for a night vigil. So when they were coming back, it was raining. So she now, like, she entered one particular shop and was waiting for the rain to stop before she could continue. So a guy just ran into the shop, just like that. Hi, hello, what's up? And they exchanged number. And today they are married with kids.
Wow.
Do you get? And some people can get their partner online. In as much as they say okay online and all that, some people they are married happily and they were able to they connected online. So if you really want to give yourself that advantage, you shouldn't limit your mind. Just open up your mind. Okay, does it mean that if you have a classmate who is actually good. He has everything you want, like in a man. You know that this person is actually good. So will you now say, okay, I will not have anything to do with this person because it's my cosmate? So you don't have to limit your mind to
But
that.
they actually have a point. That you see that part of seeing every day. I mean, I cannot do it honestly because even if you're dating by myself,
Hmm.
I want to see every day.
it's,
not
it's,
to
it's,
not
it's,
to talk of the breakup.
no, the thing now is it's an individual thing anyway. Everybody, your level of your mindset and the level of your maturity depends. People in office, you see people in the same office, they date and get married at the end of the day, even though some offices don't actually allow that.
Yeah,
But I mean, it's just all about that understanding. It's just the way you guys understand each other and it go very well. So it's not a bad thing.
yeah. I don't know Shamana. That is it. This one. That the topic is actually very very broad. So yesterday I went out for some interviews and stuff. Like I was meeting people, like just having random conversation.
Okay.
I met more than 6 persons. I met these people, they are like three, they are best friends. Yes, I was not
Mm.
asking the guy, can you date any of your he was like that? Again.
Mm.
So I think that being in the same, let's say, being in the same space with people actually kind of gets you to know stuff about them that you know that you cannot handle in a relationship. Because me, I used to ask this question now. If you're in a relationship, what do you guys used to do then? What do people used to do then? You get what I'm saying? So some people might be like, okay, I'm friends with this person now. I cannot cross this. You get
Mm.
what I'm saying? So and that's what me I think is happening with this cosmate stuff. Like my cosmates, we are okay with this. Let's not take it ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what me I think about it. Sha. And then again, to the audience, what do you think? What? Comment section.
The thing is, why many people don't actually fancy some of these things in some way. You discover that, like you said earlier, some people don't know what they don't know what to do when they're in a relationship. Like you approach a lady and want her to start dating, they don't know what they should start doing. So there is no practical things to do while in that relationship. So at the end of the day, you guys, okay, we are dating, boyfriend and girlfriend. You go out, you come back, you check up on each other, you text, and that's just the way the thing is revolving. But they don't know that every relationship or marriage should revolve around something.
Okay.
Do you get? If you
Something like
want
what?
now, it has to revolve around something that has to do with your dream, your vision. For instance, you are a student. The guy is a student. Everything revolves around that school.
Okay.
Do you get? So if it is revolving around that school, that means all your effort and everything you guys are doing should revolve around school. Meaning that if you're in the same class, you do assignments together, you study together, you task yourself together. When you have opportunity of conference, you guys to attend. Like
Together.
yes, you guys should try and grow yourself in that field. I don't know if you can
I
understand.
get.
So these activities is what helps you guys to keep moving. And they said marry your friend, so it gets more stronger, like the relationship gets more stronger and gets more fun by the time this somebody you guys already like flowing very well. Do you get? So this is what is limiting people. But if your relationship doesn't have anything is revolving around, one day you can just wake up and everything breaks up.
But this thing you just said about marry your friend, be like, I heard this story recently. I don't know, but I just remember the story now. The guy was going to get married. The girl that he has been with for more than 6, 7 years, he left and went and married somebody that
You just met.
he just met.
Okay.
They were now asking the guy was like, they went to secondary school. They went like both of them usually goes to parties together. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the guy, they do rubbish,
Everything
everything
together.
together. So the guy was not like, okay, after all this thing that you did, I will not come and marry you.
Yeah.
So and that's where it gets like this marriage of friend stuff gets like tricky and stuff. I don't know how to go about that. Like I don't even know how to like start reasoning now because
Mm.
at the end of the day, I'll be like, if you are being logical enough now, the guy
Okay.
has points. But if you're not being sentimental, he shouldn't have left her his friend that he knows. If you know what I'm saying.
I know, I understand what you're saying. This topic has actually been a controversial one in the sense that people, there's this debate. Okay, marry your friend and not marry your friend and all that. But the best person to marry is somebody you've actually known very well,
Yeah.
bro. The journey you are going with this person is a very long one. So you pick up somebody you are yet to understand the character, you yet to understand the flaws. Do you know that if you're in a relationship with someone, it will get to a point where like you will see everything about that person, see their weakness. And when you see the person's weakness, you'll be able to know if, okay, if I'm able to cope with this weakness, you'll be able to know the person in totality, at least to a large extent. So that at the end of the day, you guys will work on your flaws and become better. Marrying your friend is the best thing because there's nothing to pretend. That's why most times people, when you marry somebody that you guys were not friend enough, any person you cannot be friend with, you can't marry the person. If somebody cannot make it as a friend in your life, the person will not be able to make it
As
as a partner. That's just the
Wow.
truth.
See, this one is a take care for you. It's a take care. If the person cannot be it as your friend, until now, just forget it. Forget it. Anyways, I love the insight you're getting on this particular subject. You get, I love it. I love it a lot because at the end of the day, even as much as you don't want to talk about it, that's it's killing us, bro. Like, let's just go back to the dead stuff. I want to know something now.
Okay.
Um, what do you think should be a kind of criteria, should be kind of deciding factors for a guy that wants to like go into relationship while in school? Um, when we talk about criteria and the factors now, it varies. It's compared to a lot of things. But we're just going to like pick the few that we feel like are very, very much important. And disclaimer, we are talking about guys because we are guys at the end of the day. I don't think when they talk about ladies, what do I know? So just relax. I will still maybe like get the female guests to not talk about the ladies part. So but for now we're just basing on the guys. So what do you think?
Okay. As a student guy, you want to go into a relationship. There are so many factors. First of all, you should examine yourself to understand what love is all about. To understand the real love, the real genuine love that comes from God. Understand what love is all about. Then from there, you understand your vision. You understand where you are heading in life. Then, by the time you understand where you're heading, you also try to set principles. When you set down those principles and then you now have to know if you are strong enough, you are mature enough to go into it. Because relationship is actually tasking. People come from different, we all come from different backgrounds. There are some people they don't like somebody. Like there's some people they will tell you I don't like calling or I don't like texting, like it's not my thing. Or I don't like okay, maybe some people if they want to go out, they don't it's not their thing to like tell somebody, okay, I'm going to some place. It's not just their thing. So there are a whole lot that comes with relationship because relationship is accountability. It's accountability and it makes you vulnerable too.
Yeah,
It makes you vulnerable. So you have to make up your mind, okay, this is it. Then by the time you're approaching a lady, if you approach someone that you know that this lady doesn't align with the goals and the set down principles that I'm working on or the area I'm going, then that's not the right person. That's not obviously the right person. For instance, okay, you want to go into maybe let's say you want to go into an online stuff. You've been saving money to get a laptop and you've been working towards it. Then okay, you enter a relationship and from the little money you've actually saved up, you guys are already pulling it out to spend and do other unnecessary
right.
things. You get that kind of stuff. So you see that that the relationship is not actually propelling you to get to where you are going. So you should be able to know that okay, if I'm meeting this person should be able to align with the principle I've set for myself, and you also aligning with your own principle too. Because they said in the Bible, Amos 3:3, two cannot work together unless they agree. She has her own life, so she doesn't shut down her own life because she's coming to a relationship with you. So you coming together is just like two good partners coming together to build their lives together.
Okay.
Yeah, they might not actually be going to the same path. It mustn't be the same path, but there should be that collaboration
Yeah.
while you guys are moving your directions. So there should always be a blend.
Okay. Another big question now. Yeah, I've heard this one a lot though. I don't know what to believe. Is it possible for two people to be in a relationship without having sex? And when I mean two people now, um, as a student now, that a guy will be your 100 level now. If you are in a relationship, I want to like know. But I'm speaking from my own perspective now,
Okay.
as I am now. Which I won't go find for a relationship.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So which I won't go find for relationship. Or let's say your papa get for you. or let's say or let's say the girl papa get money. You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
oh, now because but apart from that, I'm just thinking, oh, like what is he going to do? So for a student now that is in a relationship now, especially a guy now, me and you know that now open one collect. So but they will not tell you that we are not we are not that kid. You like I heard that a lot. I've heard that a lot of times. For me now, I believe anything you say.
Okay.
If you are black and you tell me that you are white, I'll believe that you are white. She mean that you
Yeah.
talker. You get what I'm saying? And I will act based on what you tell me. So that one to like if you say no problem, what's my own? Is it my own? Should be a relationship, no problem now. You get what I'm saying? So
Yes, yes.
but me, I'm asking you now, do you think it's possible? You think it's possible? Like I know it's not even do you think it's possible. I know it's possible. But what do you think about it generally?
Okay. It's very much possible if you follow everything I've been saying. I always talk about the certain principles because why I emphasize on certain principles is that your principle is what dictates how the relationship is going to be run, and the person you are setting the principle with. So when you set down those principles, it will actually help you. But the thing is, why many people always fall into the trap of that sex is that okay, imagine when your friend comes to your house. That is basically like like what are you guys talking about? I don't know if you get like there is nothing to like there is no strong thing that the relationship is channeling energy to. I don't know if you
Okay.
get there's not that one thing that they because if you are running a relationship where you guys are busy working on yourselves, like you guys are doing things that like helps develop you guys, it's always slim for that sex stuff to come in.
Okay.
I don't know if you get because okay, if there is no driving force in that relationship, when the person comes, you cook food, you eat, and the next thing now, everybody take a shiba in a bed. I don't know if you get, but if there are laid down principles and um, both of you like you guys fear God because you know according to the Bible and the principles, see that sex is a bad thing. It's not something that you do in a relationship. If you people are not married, it's a sin. Sorry, it's a sin. Not like it's a bad thing, it's a sin. It's something that you try avoid. Why you have to avoid it is that it breeds more of an emotional attachment and a whole lot can come up. It can cut short your dream and vision, you can get pregnant, there are so many things you can get affected, there are so many things that comes with it. So when you guys sit down
They go be out.
and even the money and everything. So when you people sit down and discuss about these things and know that okay, this is the principle. If it means people not even visiting each other in the house again, just to make sure you draw that boundary, then fine. You should just have to like maintain that principle. So
Okay.
once there is a driving force in a relationship, especially when you guys are focused more on growing yourself, I don't think putting that energy in sex will always be there.
Okay now, you guys have heard it again. What do you think? But another question I want to ask you is you are very, very big on relationship stuff, marriage and society building generally. So I want to ask you now, is it from where is it coming from? Is it a passion? Or is it coming from a place of trauma? Like is it coming from a place of trauma
Yes,
that
yes,
something happened to you that you be like, okay, let's channel this energy here.
Yeah.
Because the Nigerian will be last. Most of
Exactly.
these are the change the whole team or
Yes, I
you don't play.
get. I get. The thing is, it actually started off in my teenage years. I just see myself loving discussions that to do with relationship and family life. So I stay up late at night to listen to radios. You know, most times some of relationship issues are discussed at night.
Radio now.
Yes, on radio, yes. So I listen
yes.
to it. I listen to some pastors talk about it. So like I just see myself loving it. Then when I traveled down to Abuja, like I attended my first seminar, and from there, like it just sparked up the whole thing. So this thing is coming from the angle of passion. I just see myself loving it, and it's coming from that angle of this thing can be done in the right way. You can get it right. You can it can work out. If you go to my page, you see that most of the things I post there, it's about the positivity. See the picture of married is a bad thing, or this one, like you see all manner of things that are flying online where people are having issues in relationship and all that. The thing is, you have to make up your mind and decide that I will get it right. I'll get it right. My own work well, even if other ones are not getting it right, I'll get it right. And you have to deploy the right thing to do, the right knowledge for you to get it right. You have to put your mind, and that's exactly what we are doing, and that's what I'm doing too. You just have that passion of I want to get it right myself. So you read books, you listen to people people that are actually doing good in it, people that they are married, like they are setting a good standard. So you imitate these people. So it's actually coming from the angle of the passion, and not just for me to get it right, for other people to get it right too. That's why I post it. I share up some of these things, let you know that okay, this is what this pastor said, this is what this person said, this is how their marriage look, this is what we are experiencing. Forget about this negative information. You too, you can get it right. You get, and so it's actually coming from a place of passion and not trauma.
It's a more heartbreak.
Umba.
Anyways, just subscribe, like, share.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, guys.